Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. I'm the Tarot Muse and today I bring you your love reading. If you enjoy it, please don't forget to like or subscribe and be sure to leave your comments at the end. Alright, let's dive into it. I've laid out some cards already so I could really reflect deeply on what was coming up for you. And it's quite an interesting situation that's happening here at the moment. So just to give you a rundown, what I'm seeing is, sort of the underlying theme of the reading is about nostalgia. And this is the nostalgia that you're feeling, and also this inability presently to walk away from this relationship, because for you it represented everything that you wish for, and it was about, there was emotional fulfillment for you in it. So, I see in the past there was something that happened, and what I see is, and what I'm trying to understand here is, so this person that you were in a relationship with, I sense is younger than you and has an aggressive quality to them, but at the same time felt that they were justified in taking a stand and walking away from the relationship. So I think they felt that there was a very strong element of control, or perhaps an inability to let in the sensuality and the relaxation of the relationship, which is quite interesting because, Taurus is ruled by Venus and it's all about sensuality and pleasure. But in this case, I get this strong sense that there was a very strong juggling of really focused on work. There was strong juggling of being focused on work and not giving enough attention to this person. And this person put up quite a fuss about it as well. Now, I see this pain, this nostalgia that you're currently meeting. You're still sort of romanticizing about the relationship now that you've lost it, now that this person has left. What I'm getting here is what's needed is this need to find some kind of balance. Because you're still holding on to the idea that it was so perfect, and yet the shift that's needed for you is around the letting go of whatever this control was that didn't allow you to fully bring your presence to the connection. There's more to this, of course. So what I'm sensing is that there was some kind of adultery that happened in the relationship. So I don't know if this was a marriage or just a partnership, and now I'm not sure if it was you or if it was the other person who, in disappointment to not fully getting your attention, went off with someone else. But there was some kind of an affair that was had, and I sense it may be you, because you do get the Page of Wands card, and on top of the Justice card, and the punishment or the justice, cause and effect, that is preceded by the Hermit. So for this person, they're closing the chapter on this relationship and they're walking away, and it is actually going to create some conflict. It is going to create, in the future there's conflict around this. There's a tension around the ending and how it happened, and in your case there's still a nostalgia around the ending and how it happened. But where this is all leading to is, some kind of, it's like deep down inside, I think you know that the connection wasn't entirely good for you, and that your instincts, your gut is saying that your independence is what is actually needed for your happiness, for your future. So yeah, because I see you very focused on your business, on your career, and juggling a lot of things at the moment. And so, like I said, you weren't fully able to give this person the full attention that they wanted. And yeah, like I said, they're younger than you, and so depending on whoever it was that went off with someone else, whoever it was that had this affair, this sexual affair, or perhaps it happened after the relationship. Perhaps it wasn't the cause of the relationship. Perhaps it was something that happened after the relationship for which you're in a lot of pain about right now. I do see it with an older person, a businessman, and a very fiery, passionate businessman, maybe a Sagittarius or a Aries or Leo. So yeah, so let's just see more over here. Okay. So for me, the relationship is definitely over, and I really feel like there is a mourning that's happening for you. Oh, I'm in the Philippines, so if you hear chickens and dogs and geckos, you understand why. So just bear with me. Okay, so let's just get more information about this love affair. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing this person was so someone was happy in this relationship, and I'm sensing that it's you, because the theme of the reading is the 8 of Cups. And what's crossing it, so 8 of Cups is about walking away, moving on. Walking away from something that's no longer serving you, something emotional. And then what's crossing it is the 9 of Cups and the Star card. And this is about emotional dreams of happiness, emotional dreams of happiness. So there's an inability to move forward because there is still this attachment to the relationship, and yeah, there was some kind of trust that was broken in this relating between the two of you, which meant that the relationship came to an end and this person walked away. So let's just get a little bit more information about who this person is. Yes, so again, I get them twice as the Knight of Wands. Okay, Knight of Wands is, depending on the cards that precede it, it doesn't have to be a player. It doesn't have to be someone it's definitely someone that isn't in their full maturity yet. So I see you as a king/queen. You could be a male or female Taurus, but I see them as a little bit younger, and maybe not in age, maybe just in maturity. And so sometimes the Knight of Wands cannot actually necessarily represent a player, but represents someone who is quite aggressive and very fiery and impulsive in their actions. And so perhaps this walking away was an impulsive move. All right. So I'm getting them as the Knight of Wands. A little bit more about this person. And yes, I do see them as so they were interested in a more sensual experience. The Empress comes up twice for them, you know, because over here in the past with the relationship, we have the Four of Pentacles right next to the Two of Cups. So it shows me that with regards to the relationship, there was some kind of control or an inability to access the emotions, and the emotions were that's topped by the Empress. So this other person was wanting this sensual loving experience with you, because I also have the Queen of Cups here. So I feel like they really did feel strong emotions for you, and that there was this desire for, you know, just to really enjoy the pleasures of life. But now, yeah, it looks like now they've closed the chapter and they're focused on their work and moving on. And I just want to see if I can get some more information around this affair that happened. Okay, so I'm not getting any more information about that. I keep asking the cards over and over again, and it keeps coming back to the same place. So, you know, what this could reflect is that maybe perhaps there wasn't necessarily an affair that happened, but perhaps the hopes were for some kind of playful, passionate entanglement, or love experience and love making, and because it wasn't happening here, it comes up as a hope or a fear. So, but what I am getting here that's become very clear is that for you it's really about embracing this period of aloneness and finding balance with everything that's happened, and really starting to access your inner strength again. You know, stepping into a higher place within yourself, really allowing the pain of what happened in this breakup to shift something in you and crack you open, so that whatever that control was can start shattering whatever was rigid within your heart. Or if there was control around work or focusing on money all the time, you can allow this relationship to give you time out to focus on what's really important. Okay, so I'm just going to pick an Osho card for you to close off the reading. And the first card we got is Traveling, Innocence, and Maturity. Yeah, so there is some kind of breakthrough that is wanting to be had by you, and it involves, you know, you've mastered the financial realm, and you have incredible control around running a business, but you know, the maturity that the emotional maturity for being available and present in a relationship. There's a journey that you're needing to go on in order to return back to the innocence within yourself, you know, to drop whatever the control is, or whatever the inability to allow yourself to fully enjoy and let the pleasure in that is so natural for you, Taurus. So yeah, there's that journey that needs to happen for you. Alright, so thank you for watching my reading, if you're still here. And again, please like and subscribe, and I would love to hear any comments or thoughts or feelings in the comments bar. Thanks for watching.